Hey, if you're trying to accomplish something, a goal or a dream in your business or your life, and you don't do this one thing, the most important thing, the first step, the foundation, it may not happen at all, or it may take a really long time to happen. Probably it won't happen at all. The reason I wanted to share this message with you right now is you may notice I haven't posted in a while on any of my social media. I'm reassessing, I'm cleaning out a lot of things, I'm getting rid of a lot of baggage and things that have been on my plate prior as I get ready to move to the next level and kind of reinvent my content, reinvent what I want to do online, make some changes and tweaks. And the most important reinvention is I'm reinventing myself, right? And this is what I mean when you want to try to or when you want to realize a goal or a dream. The very first step is we need to reinvent ourselves, because the person that you are now, you have certain experiences and certain things in your life and in your business that are a reflection of that, right? Remember, everything is a reflection of what's going on inside of us. And that image, that self-concept. Neville Goddard said if man's self-concept would change, everything would change for him. And so what I'm doing is I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm reinventing myself, right? Because the person I am now was the person that I decided to be 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years ago. I find it changes on a consistent basis. As I move toward a goal or a dream, one of the things that I've noticed is that the person that I become, it matches that, right? It matches the decision that I've made. We're conscious creators. When we set in our mind, when we make a decision to be a certain way, we will live up to that decision, right? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so what I really want to share with you in this video is who do you need to be and who do you want to be to take your business and life to the next level? Write those things down. Write down those qualities, characteristics, and attributes. Here's the thing. It may be a radical departure, as in my case, from who I have decided to be 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I'm forging a whole new territory in my self-concept and in the person how I think of myself, right? And it's very different than how I used to think of myself and what I used to think that I wanted. And so I really want to encourage you to blank slate it, get out a clean piece of paper and write down who you need to be. Now here's the thing, here's the kicker, and this is the big ruse of all of this stuff. We can only decide who we want to be based on our current level of consciousness. This is why people get caught, in my opinion, in these looping patterns of behavior and how they keep recreating the same experiences over and over again. Unless something inspires you that's outside of your level of consciousness, like you see someone and you say, who is that and how did they get what they have and how can I emulate that? Unless you see something outside of your current level of awareness, you will create what you've always created, right? So I encourage you to wipe it clean. If you had a magic wand, I play this game all the time. If you had a magic wand and you could be anyone you want in the world and you can embody any type of idea, you could be any type of business person, you could be any type of creator, you could be any type of inventor, investor, any type of anything in the world, right? The blank slate, who would you be? And don't hold back, right? The magic wand is the magic wand that's inside of us. It's our imagination. It's the God force. It's our ability to create, and it's not ours. It's the higher power, the universal source of all creation's power. We just get to use it. We're fortunate that we get to use it. So please don't limit yourself in coming up with this new self-concept based on who you've been prior or what you just know, right? Think outside the box. Go really big. I'm going to share this one last thing with you before I run in to meet a friend for lunch here. If you had the magic wand and you could wave it and be whatever you wanted to be, right? And think about this when you were a child, right? They ask children, who do you want to be? What do you want to be? They always say something that's known, something that their parents know, right? Typically there's not a lot of out of the box thinking. Yes, sometimes kids say I want to be a unicorn or I want to be a panda, whatever. That's barring those things, which I think is awesome. Most kids talk about the things that they've heard their parents say, right? Firefighter, lawyer, doctor, right? Because that's what's in their consciousness. That's what they know. Now, barring those kids that are on the fringe, right? They want to be a trees and these things like that. That's what they know. And the reason I share that with you is Don't let what you know dictate what you can become and what you can do in your life. Try to think outside the box. Try to reinvent. And again, in my experience, that only comes from pushing a little bit further outside my comfort zone all the time and pushing a little bit further into what is possible for me, right? And so it's okay if you get there in baby steps. That's how it's been for me as I start to chart out this new me that I'm going to be putting out, and this new content that I'm going to be doing, and the new things that I want to do in my business. I hope this video finds you well. I want to leave you with this. If you want help with this, I just started doing consulting, and I can help you navigate this aspect of how do you reinvent yourself? Where do you start? How do you reinforce it in your consciousness on a consistent daily basis? Because that's where the magic happens. It's not just, I want to do this and you never think about it again. There's benefit in that, right? In setting an intention and never putting in like focused daily action on it. But generally the faster, best way is to do specific practices and exercises. They're not hard. It doesn't take a lot of time on a consistent daily basis, and that will help you realize your objective very quickly. Bottom line is, visit my website, gmarkphillips.com/consulting, and you can check out what I offer there. I give a free consultation at the moment, so you can check that out, see if that's something for you. But it's not going to take a long time. We could probably get it wrapped up in an hour, where I'm going to give you these tools that I've been working with for the past 6-7 years in developing and fine-tuning and honing, because we're all doing that. We're all reinventing ourselves so that we can attract different experiences. That's the game of life right there. So I hope this video finds you well. Again, I'll leave the link to any information on consulting down below. And remember, who do you need to be in order to get to that next level? We're all doing it. It's the game of life right there. Thanks very much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you want more video content like this, helping you be a more conscious creator and play that game of life, right? We're infinite creators and infinite spiritual beings enjoying this human experience, and I think it's the best thing on earth. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I wish you all the best health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.